So you're thinking about publishing a children's book. Now, before you dive in and do a ton of research on different publishing platforms, how to self-publish, keywords, tagging, how to write a children's book, all that, you should think about what is your motive for publishing your children's book. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you the honest truth that nobody will tell you about publishing a children's book on any platform. And I will tell you if you should actually publish your children's book. And if you don't know me already, hi, my name is Harley, and I'm an award-winning self-published children's book author and illustrator. I've been in the publishing game now for about 3.5 years. I have 3 books under my belt. And from publishing my 3 books, I have grown this into being a full-time children's book author and not just relying on book sales or just ads. I'm also a children's book marketing and publishing coach. So if you have any questions about publishing, writing, marketing, the logistics and tech behind publishing, you can book a one-on-one session with me down below. I also offer mini sessions. So if you have a couple quick questions and you don't want to pay the full price, that's available for you too. And on this YouTube channel, I only talk about children's book marketing, publishing, writing, illustrating, all that good stuff, and also growing an audience and how to get consistent book sales without using ads. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and subscribe down below so you don't miss a new video. So the reality with writing and publishing is it's more fun to write the book, and it's more fun to see the illustrations come to life and get everything put together and see like the concept of your baby being born, basically. That is more fun because after you publish your book, the marketing might kill you. I'm not trying to be dramatic or anything, but when I was publishing my first book, I thought, oh my gosh, Amazon's gonna get me leads, Amazon's gonna get me buyers. I don't have to worry about doing any marketing or sales because Amazon's gonna do it, right? I was really wrong. And I think a lot of people fall into this trap. They think that Amazon's gonna do all the heavy lifting for them. So then they get suckered into paying for Amazon ads. And then for me, it was $500 and 2 sales later. Did I realize, wow, I can't just publish it and forget it. I actually have to put in daily efforts to market my book in order to sell my book. And for me, that wasn't a deal breaker at all. For me, it was just like, okay, how serious am I about publishing my children's books? And as you can see from the room, like that is my main character for my children's books. I'm obviously very serious and very dedicated to it, but it took me a long time to get to that point where I had a strategy, I had a marketing tactic, or I had a marketing funnel that actually worked for me. And like, it took me a really long time to develop all these things. So just letting you know that you can't just post it on Amazon and just have it magically fly off the digital shelves. It's not going to happen like that. And even so, just publishing and getting it published, especially if you're doing it yourself, there are going to be so many challenges because when I started publishing, I didn't realize that you had to become a publisher, you had to become a formatter, you basically had to become a book designer, you had to become a social media marketer. Also, you had to become a copywriter. I had no idea before starting publishing my book that this was going to be the case. So it is a huge learning curve. It is probably the biggest learning curve I have ever had in my life. And this is like after going to higher education, graduating from higher education. It is so difficult and it's so hard to organize everything that you need to do. It's so hard to organize the process. And this YouTube channel helps you out with that, by the way. But all in all, that is the reality. Like the writing, the illustrating, and getting it together and designing it and like seeing it come together is the fun part. And everything else after that is the hard part. So you need to think about your purpose and your why as to why you're doing this. And you shouldn't publish a children's book if your purpose and your why does not align with, the moral of being a children's book author. The moral of being a children's book author is being somebody that wants to deliver great curated stories with awesome messages that teach important life lessons to kids in fun and engaging ways. And if that is not what you want to do, if that is not your life's purpose, if that doesn't light you up inside, you should not publish a children's book. If you think that publishing children's books on Amazon KDP or wherever is just going to be a get-rich-quick scheme, you are so wrong. I am sorry, you've been led astray by these huge YouTube gurus on self-publishing publishing a children's book on Amazon KDP and making $3,000 in one day or 1 month or 3 weeks. I don't know. I don't know what they're claiming, but I'm telling you, they are wrong. Or they are just trying to get your click. They're trying to get your like. They're trying to get your watch time on YouTube. And that is why they make these clickbait titles. And sure, they might show like, oh, well, this keyword is going to rank and then you don't have to do anything. No, it does not work like that. They are lying to you. And they are also probably investing heavily in ads. And also they have a big enough resource to be able to invest in ads. Like, they're playing you. I'm being honest with you as somebody who is in it and who has been in it for 3.5 years. And it's just not going to work as easily as they claim it will. So do not publish a children's book if you genuinely think that you can just upload it, have AI write your children's book, have AI illustrate your children's book, have AI do everything with your children's book, and just expect to make passive income. Honey, it does not work like that. Also, if you're expecting to not do any heavy lifting after publishing children's books, you shouldn't publish a children's book because there is a lot of heavy lifting and a lot of time and energy into actually publishing a children's book than you may think. So that is just a forewarning. Now, you should publish a children's book if the moral of being a children's book author is your life's purpose. I have so many clients that tell me, like, I'm a former elementary school teacher, I'm a former daycare center owner, I'm a mom, like, I want to write these books for, like, my kiddos, and I want to publish it for them, but then I'd like it to get out to more audiences. If you're somebody within that realm, I'm going to tell you right now that you need to publish your children's book, and you should. You should go through all the heavy lifting because it will be so worth it to you to even just hold your book in your hands that you won't even care if you make sales or not. Yes, sales are good, but in the beginning, just holding your book is going to be everything to you because this is what you worked so hard on and it will be payoff enough. And if you love interacting with kids and you love interacting with the age group that you write for and you want to get out there and you want to spread the word and you genuinely love it and have a passion for it, you need to publish your children's book. And if you're okay with the idea of going through all the heavy lifting because the payoff will be so worth it because you are so in it that you'll do anything, you absolutely should publish your children's book. Because let me tell you, like, the payoff from doing all of this and going through all of this has been so worth it to me because even though I haven't lived that long yet, like I'm just turning 30, I still feel more fulfilled in my life than probably a lot of other 30-year-olds feel because I'm genuinely doing what I love and pursuing what I'm most passionate about. And that is writing, illustrating, marketing, and publishing children's books for the future generation to help uplift them and inspire them to be the future leaders that they're going to be. Now, if you've watched this video and you found that you should publish a children's book, I want to invite you to my free Skool community. It's going to be the first link down below in the description. In this Skool community, I'm going to give away free exclusive workshop trainings on publishing, marketing, promoting children's books. We're going to go dive deep with Q&As. I provide free resources. You're going to get a lot of free value from this one community. So if you want to take one step into publishing your children's book, that should be the first step. Go in the description down below and join that free Skool community. It's called Author Growth Academy. It is growing so fast and I am so excited to have you in there. If you want to hear about the 10 things I wish I knew before I published my children's books and you can learn about it before you even dive into the process, go ahead and watch this next video.